Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
the Cimorelli podcast. Woo! Hey, guys. Today, we are here with episode 181, according to my sources. And they never miss, so it must be 181. So, today, we're going to do the 73 Vogue questions thing. I don't know. Are there really official questions, or is it just like a
There's some
paraphrasing?
that I think they do a lot, and then there's some that they do specifically for the person. So I think it's like different, it's slightly different for every interview, but there's ones that are like pretty consistent.
Yeah, so today we're just going to try to get through as many of them as we can and just see what happens. But yeah, that's the tea. I don't really have much else besides that today.
This full episode is only going to be on our Patreon. So if you want to see every single full episode of the Cimorelli podcast, you're going to have to join our Patreon, patreon.com/Cimorelli. Linked in the description. It's only $5 a month and you get every single episode. And it is a great way to support us. We appreciate it so much. Thank you and shout out to our patrons. You guys are the best. All right, let's jump into the episode. We start with our highs and lows of the week.
Yes, but before that, you know that Lisa is missing because she is still on her leave caring for her husband through his cancer treatments. So keep praying. He's doing well and his treatments are going very well. So just keep praying and sit back and relax and let's get into the rest of the podcast.
Okay, here's my high. So, for my birthday, my friend got me this miniature kit where it's a miniature.
The heck is that?
Listen. Yeah! It's a miniature greenhouse. So you put together the whole thing.
Whoa.
Never mind.
What?
You put together the whole thing. Like, the instruction manual is 22 pages long.
Whoa.
Like I'm an engineer or something.
Oh,
okay.
I love it.
I have like an outline for the window and then I have to like put like the transparent glass on it with glue.
Gosh.
And then I have to like make the little handle and like for a whole greenhouse where it's like all these plants and like windows and every single thing I make myself.
Wow.
That's
random.
Yeah, like people make like
But
miniature scenery things.
I didn't know that existed.
I just opened it last night, so I'm really excited. It's probably take me like a month to do because there's so much.
That's so cool.
But it's my craft dream.
Do you like buy your own plants for it, or does it come with plants?
Well, they're little tiny paper things, so I to make every single plant like cut out the leaves.
Wait, they're not real plants.
No.
Is the whole thing
a
paper?
Yeah, the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing. It's paper and like plastic.
Oh, cool.
It's like a miniature scenery thing.
You guys will see.
That's
in
so
like
cool.
a month.
I feel like those
see.
are really
And,
popular. The miniature things. I've been seeing them. Places.
There?
I haven't seen any.
I've been seeing them.
Wow. Where'd you
Yeah.
see them?
On Instagram.
Oh my gosh, there was an
It's
episode
fun.
of CSI that was burned into my brain where
A
there were like
killer.
miniatures. Yeah. Oh, so it was not scary, but it's burned into my brain.
Oh, it's interesting.
I don't know why.
Well, I'm just making a greenhouse. Not that serious. So that's my high.
Not planning a murder.
The heck?
And my low was that I had a lot of anxiety
Oof.
and I kept waking up and being like,
Same.
but then I did what my therapist told me to do.
Which was?
Love it when we
I
actually do
actually thought about my problems
Oh.
and my feelings, and I wrote them all out in bullet points.
Aw.
Love it. And then realized what was wrong with me. And then
Love it.
the next morning, did I wake up in a panic? No,
Oh, I love it.
I didn't. So, just
Oh, good for you.
I feel like I should riff off Lauren so I have the same low. So I have the same low as Lauren, but then I have this thing called children. It's kind of makes it a little harder. So I am in I'm in a negative cycle where you need to journal because you're so, and I was on such a good journal streak, but I really fell off and I'm in a negative cycle for like a 2 weeks. I'm not going to be down for that long.
Amen.
I journaled yesterday.
Wait, let me put you onto something because
What?
this is like speed journaling. You don't have to go blah, blah, blah for 20 minutes. You just write, okay, what are the things stressing me? This, that, that. And then you just write bullet points of what's stressing you about it.
Yeah, I've definitely done it a couple times, but I should do that more. I definitely have done
If you're like in a
just,
pinch and
like,
you just
write a
need
list
to like
like this.
just lay it out for yourself. Somewhere to start.
So basically I'm in this cycle where I'm really tired. Okay, so you wake up anxious and then you don't get very much sleep because you're so anxious. So then you're so tired at the end of the day. You're like, I put the kids to bed, and I'm like, I cannot journal. I need to get right to sleep this second. But then, of course, I can't sleep very well.
And then you're like, oh no, I'm not going to sleep. So then tomorrow's going to be horrible.
Then in the middle of the night when I wake up, I don't want to journal because I'm like, I cannot do that right now. I'm going to just fall back asleep. And then in the morning, so then I wake up right when the children wake up in the morning because I'm so tired. Get it? And as soon as I put them to bed, I want to go to bed. So last night I broke it a little bit. Well, I broke it and I journaled. So if I can keep up with that and get back on the train. I've only been off for like 2 weeks and it is ruining my life. Like literally life ruined. So anyway, that's my low. My high is that. I think, I don't know if you count this. I think Tristan took her first steps. But she took like some side steps. So I'm like, is that her first steps?
Is that at the twins party or no?
No, that was her first standing.
Oh, that was her first. Wow, that's
First
a
time
quick
standing.
like. She like went from one to the other.
Because that was how long ago?
That was like a week or 2 weeks ago. Week and a half.
Week and a half, yeah. Well, yeah, for Baird it was 2 weeks later. So we'll
Aww,
see. So yeah, I
that's
think
so exciting.
She took every day. She just stands up and I'm like, oh, are you gonna step? Are you gonna step? And then she goes, and then she sits down.
She's so cute
and sticks her tongue out.
She loves.
So that's my high. It's so fun. Watching a baby getting ready to walk is so fun.
And just your whole world opens up when the kids can walk. You can do so much. You can go to the park easier.
That'll
you
be
can go
interesting.
places, and it's so much easier because you don't have to carry them everywhere.
They're not on their knees everywhere.
Yeah, or just put them in the stroller. Like
when she crawls with her tongue out, it is the funniest thing.
Yeah, she's like. Anyway, so that's that.
funny.
Who's
Cute.
next?
I'll go. I have a very palpable low because I'm experiencing it right now. I've had
Your
a
headache?
horrible headache for like going on. Well, I don't know if it's been like 24 hours. Probably about 24 hours at this point.
Oh my god.
Really?
It did go away when I slept. Well, actually, I guess I don't
You
know
were
because I was
unconscious.
asleep. It was away this morning, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel better." And then, like an hour and a half after I woke up, I was like, "It's back." And it's like a sinus headache, so I think it's very allergy related because I've also been like sneezing, my eyes been itching. I think my sinuses are just very not happy. I think my high was Lisa's birthday party.
Yeah.
Because we
We rode at dawn.
Okay,
I forgot that was this week. I'm like, what
you
are we-
guys are young pups. But
Are we,
Christina
though?
and I feel like with being moms, you don't really go out. You don't dance.
No.
The dancing you do is like in your kitchen for like 5 minutes, like with your kids listening to like a kid song. But we danced for like a long time.
So hard.
And we didn't stop.
It was so
It just felt like
funny.
we just picked right up where we left off when we used to have these crazy dance parties.
Christina was leading us in some strange
Yeah,
dance
it was wild.
I
We
was
just had to go
doing
with it.
Everything that I do with my, I was like, what do I do with the kids? That's fun.
You were
I was
like-
just doing it, and then it was a hit. So I
like
keep
everyone
doing
run in a circle.
it was fun.
Oh,
it wasn't
so
nothing more
good.
exhilarating than everyone in a circle running, holding hands.
Yes.
It was so
was
good.
that singing? What song was that? Was that not
On the floor.
exhilarating?
Jennifer Lopez.
Was
You
it
know,
not exhilarating?
So
My-
good.
That was fun. My headache did start right after, though, the day after. So maybe that was why. Maybe that's related. Anywho,
What?
I don't know. I got a headache
Maybe you
the day
just went
after.
too
Maybe I
hard.
just went too hard.
Yeah, maybe.
So anyway,
Yeah.
it's physical highs.
I'll take that as my high too, because that was really fun.
It was so fun.
I was the DJ, which was I did a great job at. To brag,
did.
but also it's by the end of the night, my brain was like fried. I don't know why. It's very, very intense being the DJ.
It
Yes,
is.
you're like, I gotta get the
you
move
also
right.
you did a great job because you didn't break my personal cardinal rule of DJing, which is do not change the song in the middle. And number 2, don't let there be space.
No.
Like you literally need to be so on it that you're like just going to the
Oh,
next
and I
song.
was.
Which this is like homemade
I was.
DJing because I feel like DJ like
Yeah.
apps or whatever, like it goes into the next song or
Yeah,
whatever,
you got
which
like
we
the
don't.
fade in.
We're not real DJs. We're just
Yeah,
amateur.
but it was
around here.
so fun. I had a great time. I don't know if it's because I was like in a pencil skirt. My hip was dead by the end. I don't know if it's because I didn't have like room to be running like I was.
Oh yeah, my pelvic floor physical therapist said your hips are supposed to be like moving as much as basically possible when you walk. Like you're not supposed to be so
Yeah, and so I think I was too constricted. So that was painful. And no offense, Christina, but my low was when I was trying to do my makeup in that bathroom while trying to put your children down for a nap. And I felt like I knew the depths of motherhood in that moment.
That is so motherhood.
It was so scary.
That is so
I was like trying to curl my hair while she was screaming, and I was like, oh.
That is so. Oh my
and I was trying to get ready, and I looked so bad.
It really does change your, like, I feel like when you don't have kids, like getting ready is kind of like a fun, relaxing activity. And then when you do, it's like,
it's
like a wild, feral activity. You're just like clawing your way.
Literally, I was like,
you're like, I gotta look presentable.
And you do it every day.
Yeah, that was difficult.
Right.
That was very
I don't know how
difficult.
some of these moms look so put together every day. I'm like, how?
I feel like they get ready when they're
I was going to say, maybe
Yeah,
they wake up
they wake up
Probably.
early.
Yeah, I ain't doing that, but you know.
That is a lot.
I'm happy for you.
For you. So those are our highs and our lows, people.
Yep. This episode is sponsored by Green Chef. Eating well doesn't have to be boring. Feel your best this fall and satisfy your cravings with adventurous eats made nutritious.
Yes.
Discover exciting new flavors with recipes that feature certified organic fruits and vegetables, sustainably sourced seafood, and unique farm-fresh ingredients like tart cherries, truffle zest, and rainbow carrots.
Ooh.
They do have a huge variety of ingredients, and it's easy to customize the boxes with a lot of different options, which is one of the best things about Green Chef.
Love the recipes.
Also, Green Chef definitely makes an effort to be sustainable. They're the only meal kit that is both carbon and plastic offset. They offset 100% of delivery emissions as well as 100% of plastic in every box.
Ooh, love that.
Which is really cool. And last but not least, they are convenient and easy. As we know, all the meals come. Everything is measured out. The ingredients are pre-proportioned and ready to go.
Oh, I love
so it just
that.
makes making dinner a snap.
It really
and
does.
It comes together so quickly. Do you guys know, what are some of your favorite meals that you've had from them?
Oh my gosh. There was like a tilapia, orzo, caper vibe, and it was the best thing ever. And it turned me into an orzo girly. I love orzo now.
I made a shepherd's pie from Green Chef, and it was so good. Definitely giving fall vibes.
Every meal they make is so good.
They had this side dish that I still think about to this day. It was like a Brussels sprout, feta, and almond slices, like with this really good, like, I think it was pesto. It was,
I love that.
They just help you think of ways to put together flavors you would have never thought of. So it's
Everything
really fun.
is so flavorful.
It's delicious.
So good.
It's a delicious, like, 5-star restaurant meal that comes together in like 30 minutes.
Yes.
So,
And super easy to make. Incredibly clear directions for all of those that get anxiety.
yes. So if you guys are looking for a way to switch up your meals this October, then you should definitely check out Green Chef. You can go to greenchef.com/60Cimorelli and use code 60Cimorelli to get 60% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/60Cimorelli. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever feel like your brain just gets in the way of what you want to do? I know I've
Yes.
experienced this a lot, where it's like, you know what you should do, and you feel like you want to change your life in multiple ways, but you just cannot bring yourself to do it.
Yes.
Well, one way you can tackle that problem is with therapy. Therapists are like guides who are outside of your life and can give you another perspective and tools to help you become the better, more healthy, and peaceful version of yourself.
Amen.
And BetterHelp also streamlines the process for you. So it's an online therapy platform, but they make therapy so convenient and easy. You can do it from the comfort of your own home because it's online. It's more affordable than traditional therapy. And they also make it easy to find a good therapist through their questionnaire process that matches you with a good therapist. If you don't have a great experience, you can switch. They make the experience of switching easy and quick. So it just kind of takes the hard parts of therapy out, which is amazing. I know we've talked a lot about therapy and the benefits that we've experienced. For me, one of the times recently that I really benefited from therapy was when I went through my postpartum experience with my twins. I just really needed someone who understood what I was going through, I could talk about my birth trauma and what I'd been through in a safe place that was, no judgment, and I could just kind of get those thoughts out. Sometimes it's a lot better than talking to a person that's not qualified because they can actually help you. So if you're thinking about therapy, you should definitely check out BetterHelp. It's a great option that just streamlines the process. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Cimorelli today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Cimorelli. This episode is sponsored by ZocDoc. We all know that finding a doctor can be a very overwhelming experience. Maybe you move to a new area or you just need a new type of doctor that you haven't previously been connected with. It can be really overwhelming. I know for me, it was very overwhelming trying to figure out maternity care when I had my twins, just trying to figure out who the right OB is. Well, if you're looking for a source that can help you comb through all of those doctors and find a really good match for you, enter ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. So definitely check out ZocDoc for all of your doctor needs. You can go to ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli. ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli.
All right, let's jump into, what's it called?
The 73 questions.
73 questions, Vogue.
Are we going to do all
Vogue.
73?
Fashion, baby.
No.
We're going to do as many
There's
as we
no way
can.
in heck we're getting through all 73. Let's see how many.
We're just going to do as many as we
We're
can.
going to do a challenge.
Are we going to do like a tally of how many questions?
Maybe.
Excuse me.
Wait, so we're all answering every question?
Yes. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. What's your favorite time of the day?
Evening when the
dusk.
sun's setting.
Yeah.
Or the hour before the sun rises.
Mine is twilight. Wait, I don't know what to say. Early mornings.
favorite time?
No. I'll just say
Twilight?
twilight. Twilight is when the sun has just set and the sky is like a
It's not dusk.
purpley.
Is that the same thing
Okay.
that you're
You
all
could,
saying?
you could also
You know,
call it dusk.
I would actually say it's like the 2 hours before the sun goes down.
Ooh,
I like
What time
that.
is that?
It's like 5
Depends
PM.
on what
Yeah,
time
depends
of
on
year
what
it
time of year.
is.
Okay, man.
Yeah, the light is fading, but
I don't
hasn't
know.
quite-
Like twilight. Where it's like
I love
golden
twilight.
I don't know.
It's just so beautiful.
Maybe like 7:30 p.m.
When it's dark?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're like, all right.
I'm going to bed, but
Winding
I'm
down.
not dead yet.
Love
Maybe.
But what about before you had kids, like when there was no time constraint?
Or it's early morning.
I love
It's
early
one of
morning.
those. Maybe it's early morning. Okay. What is your biggest weakness? Very broad. What's your biggest? What does that mean? What is a weakness?
Something
a
that
blind
holds
spot?
you back, in your opinion.
Guys, I think you should just do like knee jerk. Like, what's your first
What's
gut
your biggest
reaction?
weakness?
Overthinking? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Nick always says that to me.
Well, you could go with that
Overthinking.
one.
I don't know if that's my weakness. I think that's actually a strength. Just saying. I didn't overthink that.
It's just in your perspective. What do you see as a weakness in
Okay.
yourself?
The strength of my words is my biggest weakness when directed against myself.
Ooh.
Oh, like the inner critic
Hey, man.
type of thing?
Yeah.
That is rough.
The inner depression is my biggest
tough.
weakness.
Yeah.
The inner depression.
How easily I panic. That's my biggest weakness. Because I gotta get a grip so I can live a life. But I've gotten a way better grip, so.
I think my difficulty with taking criticism.
Really?
That's a good one.
Oh, I would never guess that.
I'm always like, well, like with you guys, it's like I am used to the criticism
Yeah.
on like work stuff at this point, but just generally, I'm always like,
I hate taking
Interesting.
Mine was gonna say I was gonna say compulsive caretaking, but then I was like, what's really below that? And I was like, need for control. And then I was like, what's below that? And I was like, lack
Fear.
of trust.
Oh.
So I'll just say
Okay.
lack of trust at the core.
Amen.
Okay. What's your biggest strength?
Oh,
I think
Love it.
my ability to read people.
Yeah, probably my people skills.
I think yours is like your fearless leadership. That's a big strength.
That's a big strength. Okay.
Just saying.
My fearless leadership. Or I was going to say my character. Because it won't. It's relentless.
That is good too.
My relentless character that will not shut up.
Resilience? Is that what it is?
No.
No. Integrity?
Oh,
Character?
morality? Yeah.
My relentless integrity. Whatever. Okay, next.
I think it's really hard to say. I don't know. Maybe like being able to like see the best in people and encourage them.
I was going to say like support or like encourage.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
like being there for people. What do you call that? Oh yeah. What do you call that? Being there for people. What do you call that? Is that supportive?
Supportive?
Yeah.
Support. Yeah, support.
I feel
Supporting
like that comes
people through
naturally to me.
any. Yeah, that definitely does
Yeah.
come naturally. What's the biggest learning experience you've had? Oh God.
Bigot, honey.
What's the biggest learning
Okay, I
experience?
feel like this is easy for me, so I'm just going to say it quickly. Having my twins and getting thrown into motherhood and just feeling like my whole life was on fire and just surviving through that. I feel like that really pushed me to my limits and made me like a much stronger person.
Yeah, mine's a tie. I can't figure out. Is it either leading this band, big learning experience, or being thrust into motherhood of a very spirited child?
That is tough.
That was very much a learning experience. One
I
of those.
think every day is a learning experience.
Probably every
You know,
day.
like big
life is the greatest teacher.
Totally.
I
don't know. There's so many learning experiences.
Yeah.
I keep on learning.
It's hard to
What can I
quantify the
say?
biggest one, but
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably my last relationship. We'll go with that.
okay.
Oh,
Because it
okay.
was. It
That
was
was
a
a big learning
huge
experience.
learning experience. So
Okay. What makes you angry?
everything.
What? Really?
I
if
get mad all the time.
I wonder if the public would guess that or not. Let us know
I
in the
have a
comments.
rage that I do release. It's not like a under the surface rage. Oh, the thing that makes me the most angry is trying to record children's music because it's so hard
my
for me.
gosh.
That's the biggest learning experience. I have to relearn my entire singing.
I think what makes me angry is feeling disrespected.
Ooh.
That's what makes me mad. I'm like,
Yes.
I was just trying to think of one of the many things I rant on a daily basis, and I think that it can be summed up in one word, which is exploitation.
oh,
I
yeah.
get really heated about different things like, pyramid schemes or like children being exploited by their parents for fame, like stuff like that. I get really heated about that and probably need to calm down a little bit. But
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's the most.
You know
angry
what
about
actually
them.
makes me the most angry is men disrespecting women, especially vulnerable women, and like what is that when it's like they like just don't care at all and like having no empathy
Yeah.
for a woman.
That is
specifically.
terrible.
I'm like,
Yeah. There's too many. Yeah. So many
but
things.
yeah.
So many things. Betrayal might be the most. They didn't say one thing's the most angry, but thinking of, probably betrayal. The few times in life I've been betrayed. I was the most livid.
Honestly, actually, the real thing that makes me most angry is people talking about me behind my back.
Oh.
Nothing makes me rage deeper and more quickly
Really?
than that.
That doesn't actually.
I would
bother
put
me
that in a
much.
betrayal category. I feel
Nothing,
like.
guys.
Interesting.
I'm like, keep my.
Really? I'm like, I feel like a lot of people need to talk about me behind my back and they can just get off their chest.
I do not feel like
But
that.
I feel like it will help them talk through it, and then they could talk to me
I
later or
do not
something.
feel like
Yeah.
that.
and they won't be so
personally.
mad. I don't know. I think it's kind of good.
Also, too, I think you also want to like surround yourself with people that don't engage in vicious gossip.
Yes.
Because I feel like the way your friends talk about other people, they will talk. Well, seriously,
Why are you
when I was
laughing?
younger, I had friends that did that. And
I'm like vicious gossip. I would hope so.
no, there are
But I
find people that literally
that's
will
like a
just
common
rip
thing.
their their own friends to shreds, and like
that's
just like a
disturbing.
very normal
That
thing
really,
for them.
yeah, doesn't
Okay, I feel like
number.
this is a hard one. We've never done a question like this. What's one vice you wish you could give up?
Oh, my phone. I hate.
Oh, that's.
I feel like it's just like going in my phone and using it to like numb out from my problems.
What is one?
It's very annoying and very time suck.
Ah.
The other night I was sitting there like a potato, like on my phone, just like scrolling Amazon for clothes or something. And Max is like, "Well, I'm surprised you have a free night tonight. I'm surprised you're not like writing or something." And I was like, "You think I have the energy for that?" I was like, "I'm tired."
I don't think I have vices I would like to give up. It's more just moderation. Like I overindulge in something, but it's not necessarily bad. It's like I'd rather have moderation, like with TV shows and candy.
I could see. Actually,
I know
agree
what
with
mine
Lauren's.
is. I know what it is.
I agree with Lauren.
The Ninja Creamy.
No.
That would never be a vice.
It's not a vice.
It has protein.
It's not a
I'm
vice.
just kidding.
That's a blessing. Why would you give up a blessing?
It's a way of life.
No, I
give
agree.
up
The
a
Ninja
blessing.
Creamy is a blessing.
Okay,
I've
is this a
ever
vice?
heard,
I think this is a vice. My vice, I think that's a vice, is I don't know what it would call this. YouTube drama.
Oh,
That's a vice.
honestly,
is that a vice?
I kind
I
of
would
indulge
agree.
in that too, and
I
kind of
watch
regret it.
too many, specifically not celebrity, but like
YouTuber,
Influencer,
YouTube
whatever.
drama videos. Not like, okay, not the actual, it's kind of confusing. It's a little more niche. It's not like the drama channels that just tell you drama all day long. I've watched some of that. I don't really love those. It's like specific people who talk about it, and I'll just watch all their takes on it.
Oh, maybe mine is Facebook news. Just all day, every day.
Facebook news.
Oh
That's how she knows everything.
That's how I know everything that's ever happened ever.
Amy, your inner grandma is
it's
shining.
so interesting to me. Why? I don't know.
Don't yell because the children wake up. That is definitely
that is actually
advice.
like a brand of like wild.
But I do. That's the one thing in my life where I think like, why am I learning this? But then I like, it's like we are YouTubers, like we're on the internet, so I like to see other people, what's going on, and then people like discussing the things they did, the choices they made, the impact it had, blah blah. So in some ways, I don't know, it kind of relates to us. In other ways, I'm like, do I need to watch a 5th video on this topic?
Yeah, maybe not the
No.
5th one.
Then it's just sort of like a But it's interesting. The interesting thing about that is like, there's what happened. There's the way that people perceive it, because not everyone's going to perceive what happened the same way.
Yes,
and there's
that's why it's so
and there's the
interesting.
big difference between what you thought the person was like based on the way they present themselves, and then finding out this stuff
exactly.
behind the scenes, and you're like,
Exactly.
whoa, it's just too juicy.
And the
I get it.
fallout from it, it's really interesting to see that.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's so-
sometimes we like know the person, or we like new-ish them, or we know someone who knows them. So
Yeah.
that is another element that's interesting. So I don't know.
It's
I need
interesting.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do where I'm like, why am
I think I get too bored. I'm like, I don't know these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued by
Certain situations, but like
choices.
I'm not gonna watch 5 different videos about it.
No.
I'll maybe watch 2 different takes.
I don't think I watch anything about drama.
And sometimes you got to protect your
I have
peace.
too much TV to
I
watch.
learned that the hard way recently.
I don't like real drama. I like fake drama.
Yeah.
okay.
I see.
Oh, yeah, because TV shows.
What are you most excited about these days?
My
Your Ninja
miniature
Creamy?
Oh,
greenhouse.
I love that,
That
Lauren.
is so wholesome.
We
I
love
love
the
it.
miniature greenhouse.
We'll see though, because I haven't actually started it yet.
No,
Yeah.
once you start, I feel like you're gonna get like
Yeah.
addicted to it, and you'll just keep doing it every single day. And you're like, that's the vice that I need to get out.
I am like very, very high level excited for this fall. I feel like, and when like just the holiday season,
Maybe I can
feel
take
like
some of that from you. 'cause
it's gonna
I don't
be
know.
so fun because
I'm
the twins
apprehensive.
are old enough to trick or treat for the first time, and I'm gonna take them trick or treating. I'm really excited about that.
Woo, that's so fun.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
I've literally been dreaming of this moment for so long because I feel like I hate Halloween, and am finally gonna get to redeem it by them
Yeah.
trick or treating. And
Hey,
then
I have thanks to the party master, Christina.
We have the best.
We have the best
Halloweens.
Halloweens ever now.
and then also this fall, Max and I are gonna do our first trip, like just the two of us as a couple, which
Love
we've
a
never
trip.
done without our children. So
I love it.
Also, we are almost at 6 years since we of like knowing each other. Since we met.
Wow.
Wait,
Which is
that's
kinda
crazy.
I know. It'll be 6 years in October. So Anywho, yeah, and then Christmas is going to be magical, I think, because they'll actually kind of, I don't think they'll understand Santa, but they love like presents and like the decorations and stuff. I just think it's going to be really fun this year. So I'm excited.
Amy.
The banjo, probably. I love the banjo. It's great.
Ooh.
It's so fun.
Wait, you've been playing the banjo a lot? I didn't know
I
that.
come here and I play the banjo.
That is a vibe. You should post some videos.
I will.
I
Once I
don't
get
know.
better.
Especially
what
like
I'm most
sitting
excited
outside.
It's the ninja creaming.
Yes, it is,
Okay,
Christina.
that's one of them. Also,
Tristan
baths.
walking?
I feel like
Baths?
Ooh.
Baths.
You have a nice
Okay.
bathtub.
I have whatever.
Tristan
Okay.
walking.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
I can think of maybe the best.
I have no clue at this moment.
Oh,
Let's hear
when
it.
people tell me that I make them feel so comfortable they can be like their real selves around me and they don't normally feel like that.
Oh,
That's nice.
That's nice.
I've gotten that one multiple times. I love that one.
That corresponds to this Instagram video I saw the other day that was like, here's to the friends you don't have to use your social battery with. And it was like, you're just like chilling.
Yeah,
And you don't have
it's
to put on like
so
your
weird.
social skills. And it's true. There are some people that you're friends with, but you still have to kind of use your social
Yeah.
skills.
That was the most millennial thing I've ever heard in
Oh
my
my
life.
gosh, Amy.
But it's so
Aren't you?
true.
Well,
Yes, I am.
Oh, well.
I'm like on the like middle, but I'm
Oh my
definitely a
gosh.
millennial. But that was the most millennial thing. I love it.
Okay, anyone else compliments? Best compliment ever?
I don't know. I feel like it's just like when certain people say something, it means
Yeah.
a lot because of who it's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
can't really. I feel like I thought of this recently. And was like, oh, that's the best compliment. Oh, I gotta remember that when people ask. But I can't remember.
gotta
Here's
remember
one
that.
when Lauren said that I slayed the course of Baba Black Sheep because it's so hard to record all those.
Oh my gosh.
So that was a great compliment.
Okay.
I think mine is just a few people have said this to me where they're like, I grew in my faith because of knowing you. That's like a really big,
I love that.
big
I love
compliment,
that.
yeah.
When are you the most inspired?
Definitely not in the afternoon.
On a walk. I always get inspired on walks.
Oh yeah.
In the evening,
Oh
in the
yeah.
morning.
Oh yeah. Duh. Okay. On a walk, in the bathtub, in the shower.
Yeah, I was gonna say the shower. That's so cliche, but it's true.
in the morning or in the evening. That's my main times.
Agreed.
I think when I'm on Pinterest.com.
Are you serious?
Amen. Pinterest is so inspirational.
I do love.
I
Pinterest.
do. I go on it. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the world is my oyster.
Yes.
Not really.
It literally
I could
makes,
do anything.
Yes. It makes me feel like that
I
too.
love
I'm
it.
like, wow.
Okay.
I love it.
I feel like that's boring. Sweet or savory? Both.
Savory.
Sweet.
Savory.
I love sweet.
Savory.
I have to have both.
I need mac
Every
and
time.
cheese.
Okay.
I like both, but if I have to choose one, I'll choose sweet.
I would rather have like a cheese thing than a dessert half the time.
So savory.
I kind of
Yeah.
agree with
Savory.
that.
Okay.
I structure every meal basically around having both. So
I love that.
I know if I have one, I'm gonna want the other. Okay. What's the priciest thing you've ever splurged on? Nothing. I never buy a house.
Medical
a
bills?
house.
Is that a splurge? That's not really a splurge. I don't splurge. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah,
to think
that's
if I
what I
ever
say.
splurged on
I'm a
something.
bargain hunter.
Probably
Yeah.
like a pair of shoes, but
Yeah.
I got like Nikes that were like $130, but to me that was a splurge for shoes.
Oh, okay. I splurge on courses. Is that a
Yes.
splurge? But I don't see it as a splurge. I splurge on things related to like health all the time.
Oh.
I guess.
I do kind of splurge, not that much, especially having kids, but sometimes on travel. Max and I traveled to Hawaii, and that was like a bigger splurge for us. But we try to be very frugal for the most part.
Yeah,
So,
I can't handle spending large amounts of money.
that's something about our family. I feel like in general, our family is
Not our
barely.
dad.
I mean,
Well,
maybe
like
no.
us kids or us girls. Maybe.
Not our
my
brother.
my car is my biggest splurge.
Okay, okay.
That was
Lisa,
a
Lisa
splurge.
likes to splurge here and there,
But
she also
she's
likes to not
like,
splurge.
yeah, she's also
Lisa
very
said
frugal.
that where she turns the faucet on is spending money and then she turns,
Turns
it off.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Honestly, it's a pretty good way to go.
Yeah.
Get in the rhythm.
Okay, what makes you smile the most? My children. Duh.
I think I just smile a lot.
I feel like definitely my children and husband, but also like I think girls, like just girlfriends, like getting together and like having like
Gal
like
time.
a girl. Yeah, like
Gal
when I had my
time.
friends over for
I love
brunch for
that.
my birthday, it was so fun. I just love like getting a bunch of girlfriends. There's just something about that energy.
I was just thinking
This is
that'd
so
be a
good.
really good other podcast name for us, like something about girls, because this is definitely a girls
Yeah.
group.
Oh
Yeah, maybe we could do a
we could do a
rebrand.
test of like how girls
Oh
are
my
you?
gosh, you hardly get more girls than.
Well, I was gonna
having
say
five
none of us has
sisters.
ever uttered the words "girls just don't like me."
No.
we have not said that
No.
because it's not true.
Or like I'd rather.
I'm one of the guys.
I'm more comfortable around guys than girls.
That is not
no,
us.
no.
No,
Not a
no,
single
no,
one
no,
of
no.
us.
No.
I could not relate less to anything in my
Being
life.
more comfortable.
Yeah, I had like
I
one
think
guy
it's equal
friend.
to me. TBH.
Wait, did everyone say it?
Yeah.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
How would I know what they don't?
Yeah,
know?
I don't know.
how would I
That I'm really an Avenger. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
What? What's one thing people don't know about me?
I'm like at this point, if you don't know it, you're not gonna know it, people. Okay. You know
Honestly,
too
I
much.
kind of agree with that.
But maybe just generally, like people
Trying
would
to
be
think of
surprised to
anything.
know.
Can't think of anything.
That's hard to gauge what people don't know about you. And especially, most things people don't know about you are things that you don't want to.
Yeah, it's like private.
You don't want them to know about
I
you.
feel like we've spilled a lot of things on the internet at this point. It's like,
Yeah.
what
A lot
do
of
you
tea.
know? There's probably stuff, but I can't remember. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, people.
Oh, I know one thing people know about me, that I have 8
Ninja creepy.
fish.
Oh, Christina's a pet lady.
But they're not really mine. They're really my husband's. I don't do anything.
Nick
he does
is
it all.
a pet man,
So
and
I'm just-
you are
Yeah, I didn't do
a
anything.
pet lady by extension.
He did it all. He cleans the tank like every, I don't know, really often.
I
He's
love
like,
that for
in-
him.
He's doing everything. Clean the tank, checking the water, all this stuff, feeding them. I don't.
Dude,
so I was like,
having
I'm
a
not
fish
gonna do
is
this.
so fun. I need to get a new one. I love it. It's one of the best joys.
Okay, they're kind of
Oh,
fun.
my fish used to make me smile.
Oh, same.
Okay,
died on
heels,
my birthday.
flats, or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Boots. That's my answer.
Heel with a heel?
No. Platform boots. I'm giving an
Oh
answer
yeah, that's
not
kind of
there.
confusing.
What are
I don't
platform
know.
boots?
Boots that have a platform.
They have a heel.
That's
too,
not a
then.
sneaker.
What is it?
or
A
heel.
wedge? A wedge?
No, like you know how everything is platform now? Like
But it
just
has-
like the one across doesn't really have a heel.
Yeah, what do
Oh,
you classify that as?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't really know
boot.
what I would say. I would just say slip-ons. Shoes that I don't need to tie
Slip on.
I feel
and
like
I can just
you're
slip into.
equally wear different types of shoes.
Yeah. In the summer, my go-to is the shoes I'm wearing right now, which is, sandals
Yeah.
that you just slip on. And in the winter, my go-to is like Uggs, which I was asking the girls, I was like, are Uggs out of style?
No,
like I need to get a new thing.
They're so.
But everyone only wears the ankle ones. I don't know if I want the ankle ones.
Just
so I don't
for
know.
you, Kath.
Okay,
I know.
my real answer is any shoe with the platform. That is every shoe that I wear has
That's
a platform. I don't really wear shoes that don't have a platform.
Mine's sneakers, but I don't hate heels. But it's like, when am I gonna wear
Oh,
them?
I hate them.
But
Yeah,
actually
I never
like
get
them
to
when I'm
wear
wearing
them. I have some cute ones.
What makes you feel the most like yourself?
What?
Probably when I'm dancing. What is that TikTok?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, that's a
Like
good one.
yourself?
when I'm crafting TV.
Honestly,
Oh.
yeah.
I am me.
Yeah.
Or
Or when
when
I'm like
I'm-
being artistic. I'm like, wow, that's me.
Yes, being artistic or being at the pool, laying there for hours, hanging out. I'm like, I am in my vibe right now.
Yeah, I would say when I'm like writing or when I'm like hosting friends. Love to host
cute.
friends. Or just like when one of my friends is like coming to visit me and staying at my house and we're just like hanging out all the time. I feel like that really just brings out.
I don't know.
Enjoy.
Oh, dang it. When I'm around, I'm not just going to say my family, like our family, I'm definitely being myself. Definitely 100% myself. What are 3 things you can't live without? They always say this one. My creamy,
Of course.
my Ninja creamy, my white sneakers, bike shorts.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
was thinking, what do I use the most right now? Probably those 3. My water bottle. I don't know.
My laptop, my car, and
I'm not Amy. Amy, obviously.
I
Yeah,
don't
this
know.
is too hard because I feel like all my answers are too obvious.
Books. to keep me entertained? Art supplies.
I don't like this question. I
Okay, we can skip
have
it.
a goal to be unattached to
Ooh.
my possessions. So,
Yeah, I'm just
and,
like, what ones? Whatever.
I could live without.
I know.
Mm.
I know.
So I don't know.
Okay.
Guys.
Good for you.
Cheese.
That would be hard.
Pasta.
Cheese crackers.
Okay, but I can't live without food.
Okay, but you don't have to have
But if you had to
those.
be like a vegan.
Okay, yes, that would be hard to live
Okay,
without, but I could
wait.
live.
I actually think I have an answer. Here's my 3 things. Number 1, a good water bottle. That's definitely metal because I need it to keep the drink very cold. 2, just a good mug for coffee because I need to have my coffee every morning. And
Mama
then
needs her
3 is a good book. I'm almost always reading like a good book, and if I'm not, I'm like feel the need to get a new one or like start reading something else.
Okay, here's really what I would say, even though it's not really what you can't live without. A keyboard of sorts,
Yeah, I gotta
readily
make that
available.
music.
That's what it is.
Oh yeah, or a notebook.
Do you make? I do mine all on musical typing.
That's
Because
disturbing.
I'm disturbed.
That ain't
Wrong,
right.
but actually, a lot of people do that.
I don't.
Yeah, if I don't have a keyboard, it will ruin my life. But
I have a keyboard, but I don't have a cord that works.
So get one.
I know it's the simplest thing. I just haven't thought about it because I'm like limping along with musical typing. So I'm like, okay.
okay.
Decorations.
Oh
Oh my
yes.
gosh, I can't live in an ugly plain room. I'll
Ooh,
die.
I can't.
Love
Yeah,
I
it.
could see
literally
that.
can't.
Good decorations. Ooh, candles. Sorry.
Okay.
Love a candle. You know, Max lights candles more than I do. And I
That's
love
fun.
it. He always like, I'll come home and he just
Chill
has a
vibe.
candle lit. And I'm like,
I
wow.
never light candles ever.
I think Nick's never lit a candle in his life.
Guys, that is my love
Wait,
language.
just picturing him lighting a
I
candle.
know, I can't even see it.
Guys, the other night I texted Max. I was at book club and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 63 degrees. It feels like fallout. And then I came home and he had dug out, I don't even know where he found it because I was looking for it for a long time, our pumpkin candle. And he was like, oh, you said it was like fall, so I decided to light a pumpkin candle. I was like, wow.
That's actually really nice.
So seen.
Wow, good for you, Max.
Love a candle.
What's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
I have no clue. Do I adventure? No.
All things coming to mind are like band things.
For me, like maybe like some solo road trips I did. Oh, I did solo road trip when I was like 24 from Tennessee all the way up to Milwaukee. And I did like a week-long like volunteer trip. It was really fun. And then I don't know, just think about driving by yourself across the country is really fun.
You know, I feel like it was really adventurous when we went to the beach with our friends. That's all I can think
Oh,
of.
I feel like when we drove across the country to Yellowstone National
yes!
Park,
So cool.
that was an adventure.
That was so
I
fun.
was so jealous that I had mono when you guys went.
I
That was
know.
horrible
We
timing.
gotta do it.
But it was really
Get some
it's like a fun
RVs,
trip.
pack up the children.
Yeah. Guys, I'm dying for
You
our
can't-
first like
no.
family trip when all the kids
Nick
are old enough.
Needs to go to Yellowstone. He
Yeah.
needs
Love
to
it.
be there.
We'll have some fun trips at some point. I don't know when the kids are what age.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything adventurous I do is in career, and in my personal life or whatever, I don't need to like adventure that much because we do so much adventurous stuff in our career.
You know what sticks out to me as adventurous that we all did that was part of our career is when we were in the Philippines and we drove up to that
Yeah.
mountain and we had lunch on the top of that like mountain overlooking that, and we drove like
we
a
did zip
few
lining?
hours through.
Yeah, and we zip lined at the top of a mountain.
Wait,
We
is cliff
zip-lined.
jumping adventurous? 'Cause
Oh,
I've
yes.
done that.
That was the big thing
That
we
was
did
an
on top of a
adventurous
mountain.
day.
That was awesome.
That was cool.
Oh, I will say, okay, sorry, I thought of another one. When we went to the Bahamas, I have a crazy fear of heights, and I also have another even crazier fear of claustrophobia. And I somehow went down 3 slides that got taller and taller. That were literally in a
was
dark
so
hole,
scary.
and it was horrifying. And I forced myself to do the whole thing, and I was like,
Some
wow.
of those were very painful,
I'm
but some of them were really fun.
They were really,
back.
yeah, they kind of hurt, but
Yeah.
I was proud of myself because I was like, I can't stop.
They were cool, but some of them were really painful.
Yeah, it was scary. And
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that.
Good for you.
It's all career
It was
stuff
scary.
that I can think of.
Did you go down the slides?
No, I was.
Oh,
pregnant.
because you were pregnant. You could,
Which I feel like I could have. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I could have gone.
but it was
I
your
didn't have
first
a
child.
giant
you
baby. I
didn't
had a little
know.
baby, tiny little baby, and like tons of.
Oh.
Yeah, you
whatever.
didn't know.
What's your pet peeve?
I have too many. Everything.
What's a
ticks me
pet
off.
peeve you have?
I think I wrote this.
Wait, I
down.
forgot. What even is a pet peeve?
Here's okay. I'll list just a few. Just start off.
Things that annoy you?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like things that you're just like, oh.
People speeding through neighborhoods. You will kill someone. People also driving way too slow. I get annoyed. So many.
My pet peeve is neighbors who complain about your dog.
Yes.
Because not every neighbor does that. And some
And
neighbors
then-
like to do it, and some are like, oh, it's this dog. Like, okay, I have many dogs around me that bark really loud all the time. Do I ever complain? No.
I love it.
Do I work from home? Yes.
Good for
Do I
you.
have children who sleep in my house? Yes. Don't care. But not everyone feels that way. So that's my pet peeve.
When people write a song that sounds just like another song.
Oh.
It's
That's
so
tough.
annoying.
That's
is-
tough.
Ooh.
Like, just be you.
Beautiful.
I think one of mine is when someone, this sounds really rude, but oh well. When someone reaches out to you that you haven't heard from in like years, and then they're like, hey, how are you? Just wanted to catch up. And then they're like, so I'd love to sell you this product. And you're like,
That's your pet peeve.
I just happened
yeah,
to me
that's
recently.
whack.
And it always feels so like, oh, you're like, oh, that person thought of me. That's so nice. Oh, never mind. They just wanted to
That
sell me
is
the
very
product.
whack.
Yeah, not good.
Thanks for listening to the Cimorelli podcast. To hear the rest of this episode, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cimorelli, where we post every episode in full. You can also watch all of our past seasons and Patreon-only episodes when you become a patron.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.